What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt Wrestling Recap. Full disclosure, we did not do a Friday Night SmackDown video just because it was so shit. On the other hand, Monday Night Raw was pretty good. What do you think, Matthew?
I think it was a good show. I think the majority of it was just hype slowly building up towards WrestleMania. I think the opening segment was different. It felt raw. It didn't feel as scripted, and you guys will see why. But the show does kick off with the Kevin Owens show, who's wearing a cowboy hat, who is also followed by his best friend, Seth Rollins. Rollins invites their guests, of course, the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Alpha Academy. So this was a funny segment with both tag teams. Seth and Kevin Owens, of course, implementing. They don't have a spot at WrestleMania, which next week they hopefully will be RK Bro and the Alpha Academy to get their spots in WrestleMania as the Raw Tag Team Champions. But Chad Gable kept shushing, shush. That's just basically what the promo was. Shushing, thank you. And just pissing off Kevin Owens as Kevin Owens delivers a stunner. This was a cold, raw open with the Kevin Owens show. It was just lie back with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins saying whatever they wanted with a nice promo, of course, from Chad Gable. I liked it, but this of course leads to an impromptu tag team match with Kevin Owens and Rollins taking on the Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy grounding the new tag team, of course, who eventually capitalized Kevin Owens hitting a stunner onto Gable and a stomp by Rollins onto Otis to end this match. So hopefully the hype is really towards them come next Monday, and hopefully they do win those Raw Tag Team Championships.
Oh, man, this was certainly a great way to open the show. This new tag team is really showing that they could hang with some experienced tag teams, and Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens look to be on the same page. I think it's trouble for RK Bro and the Alpha Academy.
So speaking of somebody who is on the same page, somebody who is not on the same page as the whole roster, let's talk about Omos. So he's out next set to take on T-Bar. So this is a match where Omos says he actually may have competition with someone his size, but no, it was kind of a squash segment with Omos attacking T-Bar on the apron, sending him into the barricade before the ref actually could start the match. But T-Bar finally gets into the ring as the ref calls for the bell. Match starts. Omos hitting a dominating clothesline from an offensive T-Bar. T-Bar, he did try to take down Omos, but Omos hoisting T-Bar up with a choke slam for the win. I'm not sure what they're trying to do with Omos. I mean, I think this singles run is working, but it's just not working as well as I want it to.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, who do you think his first major opponent is going to be in the singles run?
I don't know. Supposedly it's T-Bar, and I don't know how they're doing this, and they're making T-Bar look pretty weak. But I don't have an answer.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I don't know. That's all. So let's move next. We have a 6-woman tag team match. So it's Becky Lynch, Nikki ASH, and Doudrop taking on Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley. So this was a good match, dude. A lot of teasing with Becky and Bianca, of course. Of course, they're going to be facing each other at WrestleMania. Becky causes Bianca from capturing a pin on her tag team partner, Nikki ASH, where Becky is then assaulted by the EST, who is then whipped by Bianca's hair as Becky actually scurries up the ramp with welts just all over her stomach. As
that was incredible. It was great to see, man. She really got whipped by that hair, man. I didn't realize it was that strong.
But Bianca hits a KOD onto Doudrop for the tag team win. I think the match was incredible. A lot of hype with Bianca and Becky, and especially that, raw stuff with the hitting and assaulting with the hair. I loved it, and they're going to definitely up the antics, and that really got me hyped for their WrestleMania match. I don't even think they meant to do that.
Oh, man, this was certainly a great match. Like you said, it was better than that Survivor Series match, Raw versus SmackDown, man. If they just did something like that, it would have been way better.
They just threw that together. But I think this WrestleMania match is going to blow the roof off the place.
Oh, absolutely. I'm here for it.
What I was hoping would blow the roof off the place, Dolph Ziggler accompanying his partner, Robert Roode, who takes on Tommaso Ciampa from NXT. I really hope they would let this culminate, but of course, with Dolph Ziggler ringside, Ciampa does go to knock Dolph off the apron, who attempts to create some, of course, type of distraction. But Roode was rolled up by Ciampa, so Ciampa was on his game tonight. He does win the match, but is shortly ambushed by Dolph Ziggler, who stands tall with Robert Roode. So hopefully tomorrow we see some redemption with, I think it's Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa versus the Dirty Dogs. So we'll see. But I do like this NXT bout that they do have back and forth with each other on Raw.
Yeah, man. I was going to say, I really hope that they do kind of a switcheroo, get Dolph Ziggler on NXT 2.0 full time and bring Tommaso Ciampa up to the main roster. I think it would be great for both their careers.
I think it's a good slow build towards that. So why not do it with Dolph Ziggler? But let's move next. Reggie and Dana Brooke successfully defeat Tamina. They successfully defeat Tamina. I'm sorry, and Akira Tozawa. I didn't care for this match. Whatever. Dana making out with Reginald after the match. Tamina then making out with Akira as he walks up the ramp. Akira was just in awe during this whole match with Tamina. Whatever. It was stupid, but you know what? I liked seeing Dana Brooke and Reginald team up against mixed. It was a mixed tag team match. So we haven't seen something like this in a while, but whatever. Hopefully this Akira and Tamina thing kind of prolongs because I do like how they're playing this out though.
Yeah, we need some comedy segments on Raw, and this certainly delivered. I hope they don't overplay it with the 24/7 championship though and make it run stale.
Speaking of overplaying, so WWE, they did it right tonight. I really hope they slowly build it towards WrestleMania, but the Mysterios are out next, about to take on the Hurt Business, who trash talk The Miz. As The Miz kind of comes out, cutting a quick promo on the stage. The Miz hyping him and Logan's success, of course, who was then cut down by the Mysterios. But then finally, the Hurt Business come out and dominate the first half of the match. Rey and Dominic come back with a beautiful frog splash by Dominic. Dominic going for a move, but hoisted next to the ropes. Miz just pops out of nowhere, distracting Dominic, who is rolled up by Shelton Benjamin. Rey chases Miz, who escapes into the crowd. I liked it. I really did.
Oh man, I loved it. I love the Miz's dirty antics. I told you, he's the new dirtiest player in the game. Watch out, Ric Flair. I'm telling you, the Miz is up to no good, and I love to see it.
I hope we see some shenanigans happen at WrestleMania, a good spot or something like that. But let's move forward. RK Bros in the back cutting a promo, of course, on how they are going to win those Raw Tag Team titles back. And honestly, they just work so well together, dude. They're just such great friends backstage, but the duo do head down to the ring set to take on the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. This was a good match. I'm kind of going fast because I want to get to the end. With Randy going for an RKO, Ford reverses, gaining momentum, right? Able to hit a splash. He successfully hits the splash, but Randy kind of rolls away after the splash as Ford wanted to go for the pin. Randy kind of rolls towards the ropes, but Ford did go for the pin and the ref counted to 3, but Randy did have his leg under the rope. It was kind of really weird. It's hard to explain. You would have to actually see it through video or in person, but I could tell that people in the production truck backstage too, Vince, he was definitely screaming at the ref because the ref definitely botched it, or just the way it ended. It was not supposed to end like that. The Street Profits talking to the ref. Everybody was communicating in the ring like what the heck was going on. And then they just cut to a random promo, but it was super weird, but nonetheless, stuff like that is going to happen. But it was a great match. Randy Orton did take an L. We did see his leg under the rope, so he doesn't look super, super weak. But whatever, him and Riddle, I think they're gonna win come next Monday, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, who do you think is gonna win the titles next?
I think it's gonna be Riddle and Orton, and we're still gonna see Kevin Owens and Rollins try to make something work, but I don't know. I don't see them winning it. I mean, they work well together, but I don't know. So Kevin Owens and Rollins are interrupted once again by Kevin Patrick in the back, cracking jokes about Texas and all that. Supposedly Kevin Owens hates Texas, as they were making statements earlier on the Kevin Owens show about them hating Texas, especially Kevin Owens. And then Kevin Owens just walking away with Seth awkwardly laughing. But
we know what this is setting up for. We know what this is setting up for. Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can I get?
I think so, and that's why I don't see them winning the championships. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think the Alpha Academy is going to retain those next week on Raw, and we're going to see Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I said, hell yeah, dude. So Finn Balor. So meanwhile, I was watching Raw. I remembered that we're seeing Finn Balor, and I'm like, wait, Finn Balor isn't on the show yet. So are we going to see him main event? And then I tweeted on my phone, Finn Balor on the main event on Raw. We haven't seen this in literally a year. So
supposedly it was awesome.
Finn, supposedly. So this is what happens. Finn Balor, of course, challenges Damian Priest for the United States Championship next. Great match. Finn Balor powering back from an offensive Damian Priest to start. Balor going for an overhead kick to turn the tables. Priest avoiding a coup de grace and hits a choke slam, but Balor kicks out, and I'm like, all right, let's see what they got. Balor recovers, hitting a coup de grace. Once he hit that coup de grace, I go, no way. Balor pinned Damian for the 3 count to win that United States Championship.
Oh man, I love to
wait, but Priest attacks Finn after the match, slamming Balor over the announcer's table. So WWE, they did 2 things right. I'm just so excited. They put Finn Balor in that main event scene. They gave him the United States Championship. They gave him a championship, period. And they're putting him on television. And they have that alter ego side of Damian Priest. He's no longer that whatever character he was. He is a mean motherfucker now. And I like to see it.
Oh, man, I was going to say the same thing. WWE crushed it with this main event, man. I love seeing Finn Balor get a title win on Monday Night Raw. I don't remember the last time we saw that. And then to continue this rivalry, maybe towards WrestleMania, I'm absolutely here for it. And it was a hell of a way to end Monday Night Raw.
Well, it was. So they just had a quick promo with Edge after. So I just said this was the main event. So Edge was out next quickly before the show ended. Whatever. AJ Styles, of course, coming out saying he accepts. We all knew this was going to happen. So AJ Styles and, of course, Edge for WrestleMania. Edge faking a handshake, throwing the first punch. Styles able to, of course, rebound, missing a phenomenal forearm. Edge kicking him, in the nuts to take him down below that belt. He started to leave, but then Edge just, his tendencies got the best of him, grabbing 2 chairs from ringside, put AJ's head on one chair, and then just
hitting that
going to town.
Hitting that concerto, man.
He had 2 concertos, then staring into that camera as we fade to black. So
this was one of the best Raws I've seen in quite a while. The show certainly delivered on hype towards WrestleMania. Some great matches back and forth. Let us know what you guys thought about the show. Always like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you Saturday for a SmackDown recap and Sunday for a NASCAR recap.
I'm too excited. My hair is pointing to the edge. It's just all effed up. But yeah, dude, absolutely. Hopefully, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar go at it again like they did last week on SmackDown. So we'll keep everybody posted. But tomorrow should be a good NXT. So Saturday morning, a SmackDown recap. Ladies and gents, we're on the road to WrestleMania. I like it.
Here we go, baby. Can't wait. Peace out.
Peace out, boys.
Come on and fight.